You know, sometimes. Oh my god, it's gonna be. Oh, that just killed my stream for the future. Great. It was like one of those last minute things. Just had to do it. Anyway, what's going on, y'all? I was debating on this. Enlighten me. Jade! That's all it takes. A little bit of clickbait gets Jade up this bitch. What's up, girl? How you doing? How goes it? It's like I never know what's going on with you. You're in college, you're not in college, you're fucking doing whatever in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. I never know what's going on. Bruh. I'm waiting to get ready for work. Okay, enlighten me. What is it that you do right? I remember that. You dropped out because your roommates suck or something to that effect. Probably not. I'm probably completely wrong on this. And for work, you waitress at, like, a knockoff Hooters. Correct? Incorrect? Hey, close enough. Close to fucking Texas Roadhouse, man. That's some shit. They have some good ass. What is it? What is it that I usually get when I go there? I get the country fried chicken. It's like one of the most fattening fucking things on the. Oh, good God. Coat it in flour. Fucking fry the living hell out of it. And then put fucking gravy on top of it with some mashed potatoes. That shit's so fucking good though. But oh my God, does it clog the arteries. Like that, I got a weakness for good food, man. I think my, wrong about what, my friend? Spot on gay impression. I think you can fool people. Who says it's an impression? Ayo! Oh, no, not gay. Where was I? Live chat. Wrong about everything, dude. Wrong about something wrong. I need to check out that Mueller report now that it's, I guess it was released earlier this morning, or the amended whatever on it. Such boring shit. Mace, why are you gonna talk about the, like, I'm not talking about it. I'm just saying I need to look at it. Oh, fuck. Oh, what'd you say, Jade? Herb crusted chicken is better? You know, I haven't had that. What is that? What is this wonderment of this chicken laced with herbs? Do you get high on it? Oh, shit. I'm supposed to be in that one. Because I just realized Durango's right here. So I'm going to let these guys go do their thing. It's new. It comes with half a caramelized lemon. What? How does that sound appetizing at all? Don't get me wrong, lemon's got a good flavor profile, but like let's be real. Caramelized slice of lemon. I mean, I can't knock it till I try it, obviously, so maybe I have to try it. There's no Texas Roadhouse out here. There is no Texas Roadhouse out here. I don't know. It's like chicken, but it says bomb. North. Oh, fuck. I gotta go down to the 215. Where am I? I turned my GPS. I turned my GPS off. Come to the one in Manchester, Connecticut. What am I gonna do in Connecticut? Yeah, no shit, right? No, you know what's really good? Like, personally, I like it better. It's right next to a movie theater. Yeah, I'll waste money on a plane ticket, but hey, at least I get to see a movie, right? Jade, you're fucking awesome, and it'd be dope to have a little fan meet and greet so we could talk shit about whatever, and then you'll leave halfway through the conversation as per usual, which would be dope. But I'm not going to Connecticut anytime soon. Yeah, so there's no Texas Roadhouse out here, but back in Lake Forest, when I lived in California, there was this restaurant that they actually have one of them out here over at the Red Rock called Lucille's. If I get high, then forget that I'm watching. You gotta be pretty fucked up, man. All right, yeah, no, 250. Okay. I just like, my mind was like, dude, I know the 215's nearby. I'm on the right track. I'm on Durango. Go down Durango, eventually hit the 215. Either the north end or the south end. One way or another, Durango is going to hit it. I need to eat better food. I need to eat way better food. I eat like shit. I need to cook more. That's what I need to do. So I think what I'm going to do today, I'm kind of waiting for more jobs to come in, but I'm gonna, I think I'm just gonna go get a haircut because it's been quite a while. So it's like haircuts aren't cheap, man. Oh, but I got products in my hair, so I'm gonna have to pay to have them shampooed. Fuck. I never want to switch. No, I want to eat. I just want to eat good, like better, like healthier, and not like fucking salads. My haircut costs $100. $20. Well, like 25 because I have to have them shampoo it. But it's so weird. Like, I'm not a tipper. Like, I've talked about this before. Like, all right, mates, we've heard it for like the millionth time. You don't like tipping. Can you fuck off with it? All right, yeah, I get it. All right. No, but like, it's weird. Whenever I get my haircut, for some fucked odd reason, for some reason, like 99% of the time, I tip when I get my haircut. I think the only time historically I haven't tipped is if like I really desperately need one, like military, and I only have like $10 on to my name, and I go to the PX and get their $7 shitty haircuts. Don't bother tipping there. But like, yeah, for the most part, I tip when I get my haircut, even if it's not to my preference. I can't remember which comedian that said it, but there was, I think it might have been Pablo Francisco or something. But it's so fucking true. You go in there and they're like, okay, what number? Like when you're a dude, like, oh, what number guard do you want on the Clippers, or what this, what that? Like, isn't that your fucking job? I'll tell you how I want it, like how I want it cut, but like I don't know all these intricate shit. I'm not the fucking barber here. And in my experience, for a man, male barbers do a way better job than female barbers. Maybe I'll just shave my head. Don't do that. You've been growing that shit for how many years? Hold on to it. Yeah, dude, females, it sucks, man, when you're a girl, because like, it's, some people, some of the do it. Dude, what's up for the win? What's good? Who cares? It grows like a fucking weed. If it grew like a weed, you'd be smoking it. Dude, so check this shit out. Some feminazis want to fucking, they want to tack on female oppression to fucking everything, and it irritates the ever-living hell out of me. I'm not saying that you're doing it, Jake, because you're not. I'm just, so something came to mind, so I'm bringing it up. Burnt hair smells bad. Yeah, it does. And it cringles and like, it does this weird cringly melty thing. Like, burnt hair is fucking gross. No, but these feminazis want to be like, oh my god, there's the pink tax. Like, just because we're female, we have to pay more to get our hair cut. Yeah, you're getting done by other fucking female barbers and shit. Or hairstylists, or whatever they're called. You know, like when you have a shitload of hair, and you need like 2 hours worth of work done on it. People complain too much. The biggest no, if anything, I think you're on the I don't give a fuck radar, you know? We need to talk about Jimmy again. That's what we should be doing. Hey, yeah, let's talk about Jimmy. Yeah, he's a fucking feminazi. All this indoctrinating bullshit that he's fucking feeding it. Young molded minds. Pretty sure that was his name. Isn't it? Fucking, I'm pretty sure his name was Jimmy, right? Thank you for that. No one ever says bless you anymore. It's weird. You came here to figure out why you're wrong. That's what we call in the business an attention grabber. It's not meant specifically for the sole individual that's clicking on the video. It's just meant in general to bring in eyes. Mace Valor's clickbaiting us now? Oh, hold on. It said feminazis are wrong. Dude, this fucking... What in the fuck is this dude doing? Yeah, this guy in the Dodge Caravan, he like literally like sidelined over on the fucking shoulder to get by this dude. Damn it. Okay, about our abortion vaccines because people are stupid. Hold on, Jade, I don't kill babies and vaccinate. Thank you, maintenance magician. But I think Jade might disagree with you there on some of it. I don't know. I can't fucking remember half of our fucking conversations. But usually it's like usually it's women that are, not saying all women, but if you break it down, it's a lot of women that are like pro-choice, more so over men. Men more so just don't have an opinion because it's like, well, not our body, that's a whole fucking slippery slope of a discussion to get down. I'm in the same vein as you. I used to have this perspective where I'm personally pro-life, but politically I'm pro-choice, and economically, and when you do the whole, I had this huge justification for why we should allow abortions. And then it was recently when a lot of the Dems were discussing up to fucking 9 months, day before the due date, fucking abortions, and even the notion of, if the child is born, if there's an abortion procedure and the child comes out alive, breathing, kicking and screaming, that the parent would then have the option to not give the child medical care so it would die. And that would still be classified as an abortion crime. There's so many things, as I did more research and looked more into how fucked that whole thing is, it kind of no, there's certain shit I just can't stand for anymore. I can't fucking try to tiptoe the fence on this particular line. But I don't want people to see that as the pro-voice viewpoint. So fucking stupid. I don't want people to see that as the pro-choice viewpoint. Well, alright, no, that's when it comes down to it's not semantics necessarily, but that's when it just comes down to essentially wordplay. Because a lot of people that are pro-choice, you to have this discussion with them, the number one justification they have for being pro-choice about why it should be okay, it's less about the my body thing, and it's more about what constitutes a living life. What constitutes a living person. That's where the conversation always goes, and that's why we say, that's why people that are more conservative, that's why people that are pro-life, that's why we have the stance, it's well, you're essentially killing a baby, you're killing life. And then they want to justify their end, the pro-choice people by saying, well, it's it's a fetus, or it's not breathing, well, it has a heartbeat, it needs nourishment to fucking survive, it needs all the same things a normal human being needs, so why are you stripping that individual away from his right to life, And then after that, when we start to reinforce, the fact that it is a living entity, that it is a human being, that it is alive, that's when they tiptoe back to, well, it's my body, it's my choice. It's yeah, you're absolutely right. It is your body. It is your, prerogative to do what you want with your body. However, that living entity that is growing within inside you, that is also a living person, and you're essentially going out of your way to kill it. It's you draw a line in the sand. You pinpoint out what particular definitions fit where, right? So what is a living life? We agree that the moment of conception is a living life. That, you know, even though it's a fetus, it's a baby, the fact that it has a heartbeat, that it has brain function, this, that, and the other, that it has all these things, and that's a living life, then that's the line in the sand, okay? So the rest of the conversation that we go from there, it has to predicate the fact that that is a living life, so the discussion has to stem from that. But instead they want to deviate from that fact, and it's like, well, it's my body, it's my choice. It's like, you're absolutely right, it's your body, it's your choice. That's its body and its choice to fucking live. So that's where the whole deviation comes from. It's like, well, you can't go out of the way and kill people, but it's like the Democrats are the same people that, like, in a fucking, if a pregnant woman, it's like 7 months along, gets fucking murdered, they charge it as a double homicide. They want to be pro that shit, and it's like, and that's mainly because of, you know, the Democrats love a high incarceration rate. I mean, that shit just, like, it's like, come on. It's like, you get, like, first and foremost, put out there what the terminology you're going to be using. Kind of, like, get some sort of baseline for where the discussion's going to be headed. Once you have that, then it's like, then the people that are on the opposition can eat their own fucking words. You know, because it's shit that they've agreed to. Hold on. Oh wow, there's a lot to read. I wish there wasn't so much false information going around all the time. False information about what? I just think if you can go through pregnancy and be a surrogate or put up for adoption or whatever, it's wonderful. But no one should be forced to give up 9 months of their life like that. Okay, so, alright, in certain situations, I can see that as being a thing that would apply, okay? That notion. No one should be forced to give up 9 months of their life. Let's say that someone was, pardon, like, where this conversation's gonna go, if it triggers anybody or anything. Well, let's say someone was raped, okay? That argument could fit for that very specific thing, right? And that's a totally another branch of the same discussion. However, a lot of abortions are coming from people that had consensual sex without protection. So, to say that a girl goes out, fucks a dude without a condom, without birth control or anything like that, doesn't take the plan B the next day, he shoots a fucking fat load in her. And then, like, 2-3 weeks, however long, like, let's say like a month and a half later, she finds out she's fucking pregnant. This is my period. I'm fucking pregnant. Finds out she's pregnant, wants to go get an abortion. And her justification is, I shouldn't be forced to give up 9 months of my life. You act like, alright, not you, I'm not trying to pinpoint you, but like that notion basically says the moment that I'm pregnant, my entire life is on fucking hold. That I'm essentially sitting in a dark room waiting for the clock to tick. I mean, that's kind of like the perception of that viewpoint. So, here's the thing, the whole thing about being forced, pregnancy does fucking suck. Of course it does. But there's this thing that a lot of people's parents apparently did not teach them, is that actions have consequences. And people want to perform actions without dealing with the consequences thereafter. That's the fucking big problem with my generation and the generation before me, is that the people that were growing up that have these notions do not have a fucking they can't grasp the concept of cause and effect. They can't grasp the concept that actions have consequences. But there's consequences for the little babies too. What? Wait, what? You're losing me here. Jesus fucking Christ. It's like this, man. If a girl goes out, or a guy goes out and fucks a girl and she gets pregnant, girl goes out and fucks a dude, she gets pregnant. You know, if a girl gets pregnant because of consensual sex, and she did not do anything on her end to prevent the pregnancy, then she cannot utilize the argument that I'm forced to give up 9 months of my life. You made an action, performed an action, you had a good fucking time doing it, and you got pregnant. Guess fucking what happens next? There are consequences to the actions of which you choose to participate in. Why should that be our responsibility? Much like it should be yours. Women are the ones that they themselves can get pregnant, correct? Man can't get pregnant. So why should I have to fucking do any birth control on my end? You would think of it like this. You would want both parties to agree to have some form of safe sex, right? If one person doesn't want to perform in some sort of countermeasure to potential pregnancy, then the two people just don't fucking have sex, all right? But I would say that it relies more on the woman to go out and get birth control. What the man needs to do? He needs to put a fucking rubber on. If a guy doesn't put a rubber on, the girl shouldn't be like, well, I want you to wear a condom. Oh, I'm not going to wear a condom. That's what I'm saying. We have a responsibility to wrap that shit up, right? We do. We as men have a responsibility to wrap it up. I'm talking about like anything medical aside from that fact. That's what I was pinpointing. Not so much condoms. Condoms, obviously it doesn't fucking feel as good. It doesn't feel the same. But yeah, men, I would definitely say if you're gonna go out and have sex with someone that you're not in a long-term committed relationship with, then yeah, definitely go fucking don't be a fool, wrap your fucking tool. But I'm talking about like the medical stuff. Like I've heard that there's medical procedures where they can put this gel into essentially your fucking sperm area, and it kind of blocks off any sperm that will come through, or it's like it's like this weird silica shit, and it goes into your fucking thing, and it's supposed to last so many fucking years. It's like an alternative to get your fucking shit snipped. And it's just fucking dumb, dude. It's like we shouldn't have to fucking go do that. And if a man doesn't have to go out and get his shit taken care of, then a woman should. Then fine, yeah, but you're the one that can get pregnant. If a girl is gonna have sex with a dude and he doesn't want to wear a condom, and she's like, well, I'm not on birth control, so you should really wear a condom. Well, I don't want to because it doesn't feel good. Okay, fuck it, let's have sex anyway. That's on fucking her. Okay? Yeah, that guy's a fucking douchebag for not wearing a condom. But when it comes down to consensual sex, what was agreed upon before the sex happened? The sex took place. Bam, there you go. That's kind of where I'm at with that. Both parties do have a responsibility. Do not get me fucking wrong. If a guy gets a girl pregnant, hell man, he's got to face those consequences too. I'm glad I don't have these problems. Guys have to face that responsibility too. If a guy gets a girl pregnant, he is then also responsible for that fucking child. I'm not saying a guy should go out and be like, oh, I fucked a bunch of bitches, got them all pregnant, I ain't gotta worry about no fucking thing. It's like, yes you do. You get a bunch of girls pregnant, you're gonna be paying up the ass. Why? Because that's your responsibility. You gotta fit into your gender role. Or your societal genderized role. Because, gender roles are a social construct. Allegedly. It's like fucking Christ, dude. Are we going? There we go. I'm headed over to the Sport Clips, where I'm sure they're gonna fuck up my hair. They usually don't, but I don't know why I keep doing that to myself. I keep going to a place where I know that they do shitty work, but I don't want to risk going anywhere else because it's the best that I can get for what's close to home. I'm like a mile or two from the house? Not far. So I'm going to get my hair cut and then head over there. I got to fucking talk to maintenance and have them fucking replace that goddamn toilet today. Oh wait, shit. Let me park real quick and I'll read that. Y'all love writing long-ass messages when I'm driving. Like, let's see if we can get him into an accident. Nah, Macy Boy's too good for that. I do need to fucking put up, I'll probably record the podcast either today or tomorrow. It'll be out on Sunday. It'll probably be, this next one will probably be longer. Oh wait, quick question: has anyone actually even listened to the podcast that I put up? I'm trying to get an idea if anyone's listened to it. I want some feedback. No one's really commented on it, but it does have views, so I'm trying to see who's watching it, and if so, what they think. On my YouTube channel, go on my YouTube channel and check it out. Sex responsibly, y'all. Congratulations, dude! Is it long? It's an hour long. It's a fucking podcast. Of course it's long. Dude, congratulations, man. Old lady. Yeah, I love that terminology. Oh, my old lady's on my fucking ass again. That's the goal. Accent equals more views. I'll tell you what, my old lady, man, she's ragging on me again. What if I'm pregnant again? Then congratulations if you're pregnant again. And if you don't want to be pregnant, best in condom. Oh, Jesus Christ. Southern thing? It might be a Southern thing. Well, my dad, he grew up in Long Beach, California, but both of his parents were from the South, so he grew up with a lot of like Southern slang terminology, shit like that. That's fucking dark as fuck, Jade. It's fucking dark. You and your bunch of friends make a fucking pregnancy abortion pact. You all gonna get pregnant at the same time, and then you fall in line at the fucking Planned Parenthood to get fucking same day. You know, like, oh, we're all gonna go together. We're all gonna get pregnant together. We're all gonna get aborted together. We're just gonna be sisters forever. Oh my god. It's just like so lit. There's no one in there right now. Well, there's like one person sitting. Instead of manicures, abortions. Yeah, that'll be the trendy thing in 2020. That's exactly what they'll do. Why doesn't the chat just stay fucking up, dude? Oh my god, let's get abortions together. So, goals we can post on our Instagram stories. 18 and pregnant. Yo, what's up, dude? Kapow! Every time you come on one of my fucking live streams, it's after it's already finished. Like, I'll finish a live stream and then, like, 30 minutes to an hour later, you'll write, yo, someone call MTV. That was the generation that I was fucking a part of, where every fucking stupid cunt got their fucking own MTV show for some fuck-odd stupid reason. Like, MTV ruined a fucking generation with all their fucking shit, dude. Oh my god. Oh, Kapow, have you listened to the podcast? I need to know if anyone has listened to the podcast. I need some takeaways from it, if anyone has. Shit, dude. People are watching it, but no one's commenting. I need some feedback, man. And the big thing is, the reason why I need people to fucking, how do you listen? Oh, it's on my YouTube channel. No one in my high school class is pregnant or engaged yet. Oh, that's good. It's on my YouTube channel. It's the MVP, Mace Valor Podcast, Season 1, Episode 1. It comes out every Sunday. I'm doing just YouTube now. Just YouTube for right now. I'm going to be doing more. I'm gonna get it on like different podcasts, like iTunes and shit like that. Like, what do you talk about though? Anything that's on my mind, man. Oh yeah, Twitch, dude. I'm back and forth with Twitch. It's just so when I'm at the house, it's easier to stream on Twitch, but when I'm out and about, it's actually easier to stream on YouTube. So that's kind of why I dance between the two. Yeah, MTV fucking ruined a generation, man. It's like they had, like, every one of their fucking, like, reality shows, all it did was, and I get why it did it, it fucking got ratings and shit, but, like, every one of their fucking popular ass shows fucking emphasized human suffering. well, not suffering. Well, it either emphasized human suffering, or it glorified people with piss poor life decisions, like Kurt Loder. No idea what that is. Like a lot of those 18 and pregnant shows, and I can't remember a lot of the names of them, but like you would have these shows where these people made piss poor life decisions, and then they would get their own fucking MTV show that would follow them around. Those motherfuckers got paid bank. Yeah, I remember Ridiculousness. My stepdad watches it. I'm not super into it. It's just like, it's like even the stuff like on Ridiculousness, Comedy Central, like Tosh Point oh, like I used to watch some of those things like in, every now and then. I was on MTV forever. Yeah, dude. I was never really super big on MTV. I remember MTV back when there was actual music videos on it. Like, and I'm not saying like, oh well, TLC they did the top rated one. No, I mean like actual music videos. Like I used to watch MTV as a source of listening to music when I was in middle school and early high school before it all turned to reality shows. But it was MTV, and then as it started going to more serialized content, then I switched over to Fuse, and I'd fucking watch music videos like all fucking day. That was the shit, dude. An entire channel just listening to fucking badass fucking music and just watching videos. MTV was of course more so, it kind of went more poppy, more hip hop, so Fuse was more up my style. 90s maybe he's flexing me again. We're not flexing on you, just saying. It's like MTV had a thing where I don't know. I remember it was like early mornings, like whatever. They would have like a dedicated 4-hour block from like 5 a.m. to like 9 a.m. It was all like morning music videos. Beavis and Butthead. Yeah, love Beavis and Butthead, dude. I need DP for my bunghole. Are you threatening me? I am Cornholio. Beavis and Butthead Do America. That fucking movie came out in like what, 97, 98? And I watched it like when it came out on, like when it first came out on VHS. I thought it was like funnier than shit. I watched it with my dad, and he was like fine with it. And then the next morning I watched it again, and the fact that I was watching by myself, my dad got really pissed off. He's like, no, you shouldn't be watching that. I'm like, we watched it together last night. I don't see what the problem is. It's like, so Beavis and Butthead Do America, like the whole point of that fucking movie was like they got their TV stolen or some shit. Some really stupid fucking premise. Like some, like that show being what it was. I mean, of course, it was always stupid shit. But Beavis and Butthead was mainly just music videos with little whatever cut, like 5-minute like clips of the actual show cut in between. But the actual music videos, they were just fucking sitting there like Mystery Science Theater 3000, like, doing the little shit talking in on it. Your parents were tripping on acid watching MTV. You're gonna get to that age. We all do. We all get to the point where our parents like, it's like, well, you're an adult now. We can talk about this. My friends, at the salon, they're doing their own thing, being catty bitches. So I'm gonna talk to you about all my bullshit. Drugs are bad. Okay, you shouldn't do drugs. Okay. I haven't really watched South Park. I used to love watching South Park, and it just kind of fell off my radar. Like a lot, like Comedy Central in general. I think it's because like there's stupid grandstanding on shit. Like a lot of good channels go to the wayside, at least for me, because they want to get too political and shit. So like South Park's always kind of been political, and it's been funny. But like Comedy Central in general, like a lot of like their news shows are these really, really bad comedians that are talking about the news, but all they do is shit about conservative politics. That's it. you know. And I've always been one of those guys. I've never really liked late night hosts. I never liked late night shows. It's garbage. It's filth. And it appeals to the lowest common denominator of the masses. And it's like all they do is just shit on whichever political thing they disagree with. That's it. It's like, God forbid Trump did something fucking good. They don't want to fucking bring that up. His State of the Union speech, he talked about wanting to, hey, America should get on board and we should have paid family leave, paid maternity leave, you know? We should do that. That's something that we should do as a nation. We should be on board with this. No one wants to fucking mention it. No one wants to bring it up. No one wants to acknowledge it. Why? Because that's him doing something that the left wants, that the Dems want. But the fact that he wants to come forward and promote something, Alice Baldwin. I mean, Alec Baldwin? Or is there an Alice Baldwin? There's a lot of Baldwins. Anyway, I need to go get my hair cut. As always, this is Mace Valor. You're oh so beloved and glorious, Mace Valor. Check out the podcast, okay? Here's the thing. Before I go, let me preface this. Here's the whole thing about the podcast, which is why I really kind of need people to give me a hand with it, is at the end of, like, the last, I would say, quarter to a third, depending, I want to take viewer questions, okay, and answer them on the podcast. I think it'd be really entertaining for you guys. It'd be entertaining for me. And, you know, it could be life advice, this, that, the other. Like, you talk about a situation, like, you know, it could be a paragraph or two. And, like, here's my situation. What's your advice? Or here's something. What's your take on it? Like give me something. There's an email address that's in the fucking podcast when you watch it. That'll, like, oh, that's the email address that I'll send my questions to. You can always do it in the comment section down below as well on the previous podcast video, and I'll check that out. But as always, this is your oh so beloved and glorious